go. We're live. What should we do today? Start with the leveling the pets like we always do. Fiery. There you go. Alright. Where are we? That one. There we go. That was actually me just distant mic. $100. God damn. Do another 3. That's good enough. Just do a little bit every day. Alright, it's the dragons. Beanstalk marshes. What's the dragon. I can't see the dragon anyway. Beanstalk marshes, right? Yeah. There it is. Over there, sorry. Dump everything away. How long we've got? 12 days. Stuff those. Sell the rest of those. Alright, here's the Jews got left. We should be targeting all the critters, but I already can't bother. We'll just focus on the dragons for now. Don't really see the new. Oh, that looks new, but and they already got that. Oh, that's new. Cool. Oh, hi. Oh, what's that? Hi, Ken. How you doing? I'm doing alright. Just waking up. Just waking up. How are you doing? I'm glad I came across your channel, dude. Oh. What are you selling? I really can't be bothered with this today. Did you just start? Okay, I'm gonna block you, bro. Can't be bothered with scammers today, man. Tired of people. I'm tired of advertisement. I'm tired of people just asking me for money all the goddamn time when I don't have any. It's not even bills or anything. It's just people just guilting you into paying them. Struggling to fucking have enough money to fucking afford recovery. People are still coming to me with their hand open going, please give me more. And for one of the worst things someone can go through, but people still come up to you and say, give me more money. World's fucked up, man. And I get he's probably just a bot and doesn't have any emotion. Gets to you after a while. Oh. Leave it alone. I didn't choose to have a heart person needing a heart transplant. Damn fault. Don't even have enough money to recover from it once you get it. Wait. Go away. Please. Hi, Hippie. How are you going? How's life? I'm very low energy today. This morning's not a good morning for Dave. He's definitely grumpy Dave. Doing okay. Yesterday was interesting. How was it interesting? What was interesting? What was interesting about yesterday? Hey Mama, sorry it's not a good day. Good to catch you live for a bit though. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Mama. I think I've just had a bad 4 days. I haven't been getting much sleep. been waking up randomly like at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I'm just not getting back to sleep. And a lot of it's got to do with the damn LVAD, me just rolling in the wrong way, and it just like jolts me awake. I think it's starting to make me go crazy. That's what happens when you get a lack of sleep. You start to go a little bit mental. And not to get really gross, but ever since Saturday, my mouth has been bleeding. So I've been getting blood clots in the top left, right, depending on how you look at me. From my perspective, it'd be the top left corner of my mouth, and it's just clumps of blood out my mouth, and it's been constantly bleeding since Saturday, and I'm just reaching a point where I'm so exhausted over it. I just don't have a. I'm just grumpy. It's grumpy as a result. I had to get onto a kid at my son's bus stop. You had to get onto a kid at your son's bus stop when he got off the bus because he's been bullying him when he gets off the bus. So you beat up a kid. Well, at least we're bringing more positivity into the world, people. The people are around beating up children now. That's the worst. Like, sleep can definitely up the anxiety and doesn't help when any other type of healing. Yeah, and I think I'm just over it. Like, I just had a scammer come in on the Twitch side of it, and I really just don't have the patience for it. Tired of people asking me for money. Like, it's not bills and stuff, it's just people knocking on your door or reaching out to you randomly and saying, hey, give me money. I'm like, fuck off. I just don't have the energy for it. But I think it's just one of those days, and I'll be different tomorrow. I think I stream every weekday, or try to, so there's gonna be some days I'm just not that great. And today's one of those days. You didn't beat him up, just yelled at him. You should have beaten him up. Make it worth it. He's not. Like, I was a kid. That's not gonna stop him. That's not gonna stop him. The only thing that stops a kid is being told, not told off for your bad behavior, but showing the consequences of your bad behavior. That's the only time a kid actually listens. You have to scare the shit out of them. To be fair, I don't think I ever have the energy for scammers. I normally have the energy to just, like, tolerate them or whatever. Wait until they burn themselves out, but I don't know. This time I just didn't. I think I'm just worried about a few other things, like the financial side of things and a whole bunch of other stuff. Knowing it could happen at any time and just knowing I won't have enough money to recover properly just scares the shit out of me. But I should also be grateful the fact of in New Zealand all of it's paid for and stuff. Not the or the medical side of it. Not like not my rent. I'll be fine. I'm just having a dark time. That's all. Just one of those days. No, I could never stream. Don't have the patience to be able to play stupidity. Well, luckily I worked in call centers for a very long time, so I could patience just stupidity for a while. There's always a limit. Everyone's got their limit. I think today I'm just not. Today I've hit the limit, but tomorrow I'm sure I will have more patience. And I'm sorry, Happy, that your kid's going through that. I wish I had some words of wisdom, but as someone that was bullied, I can tell you that yelling at a kid doesn't do anything. For me. Well, my bullies anyway. Did it until I left. And then once you get out of high school, it all goes away. You never see them again. Or they, like, everyone just grows up. The problem is convincing your kid that once you get past school period, everything's fine. It's not, because then you have to become a freaking adult. You just got new problems. You got new bullies at work, new bullies at life. That's what's good about this game sometimes. It's a bit mindless. Oh, I don't really need to concentrate. Just harvest stuff. Clearing out stuff. That's probably just gonna respawn tomorrow. That's the one thing that kind of bugs me about the game. And I've probably said this a million times, and everyone's got this complaint, is there's no way to stop the respawns. The design game and the respawns like wreck the designs all the bloody time. And they do have the ability of creating something similar, because they've done the snippet thing. It stops snippets from spawning. So they have the ability to stop it, or to create an item that stops it. There's so many quality of life stuff they could implement in this goddamn game. For some reason they just don't. Or they at least don't put the money into doing it. And I'm sure that the devs want to. It's just the time and effort it'll take to invest in stuff like that. They just don't have approval for. Good old corporation bullshit. Oh, I'm such a happy chappy today. It would be nice to have a designated spawn area. Yeah, I think just some way just toggle them off, especially when you have the end game stuff, or you don't need any more stuff. Just makes things look ugly. I mean, on theory, you could just put one tree in an area and just don't, you know, just don't go to it and stuff. But I mean, trees are cool to look at anyway. They're some of the prettiest features in the game. It would be a crime to just, like, not use them. Oh, where's the bamboo? This is 2 bamboo somewhere on this one. Where's the other bamboo? It'll be tucked away somewhere. Better camera angles as well. Just let me div the game. I'm sure I'll do a great job. I'm sure it's that easy. There we go. Oh, I've got 2 memories for this. Right. Yay. Slowly gathering the mist. Did use all that, didn't I? Sell that. Yep, find myself first. Damn it. Double check everything. Yeah. Getting a lot of stuff today, though. Maybe I should be miserable every day. Alright. I think that's it. Alright, let's go dumplings off. I'm sure I'll feel better once. Let's have my meds for the day. Oh. I think I'm just tired. It's annoying because I went to bed early last night. Still didn't get enough sleep. Alright, we'll go. Stack of those. Stack of those. And jump over here. But I shouldn't complain. How's life with everybody else? Tell me all your problems to make me feel better. This event will be over. Just tired of these spawning. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, we need to take a break in like 3 minutes anyway, so we'll just quickly do some snippet gathering. All the break. And I'll get some meds and coffee, and that should wake me up a little bit. The kiddo decided he wants to play lacrosse. That's the game the Americans only play, and it's the one with like the net and they throw the ball, right? It's kind of like air hockey, but in the air, something like that. My kiddo wants to play lacrosse, so I woke him up throwing a ball as hard as So I woke up to him throwing a ball as hard as he could against the side of the house. Almost took out the window. It was fun. Yeah, lacrosse is an odd one. Don't understand it at all. Looks like they're running around with a bloody net and throwing a ball to each other. I mean, how's that any different than hockey? I'm guessing there's differences. You carry it? I don't know. This seems like a very odd sport. And it seems popular in America, but I'm guessing they don't have any like competitive leagues. It's not like American football that you see it on TV all the time, with, like big leagues and stuff. And looking at it, it seems like a very boring sport. I'm sure if you play it, it doesn't look boring. But on the surface, it does look kind of boring. Wow, these pets should be. Who are they? 5. They did get to level 5. I just Didn't pay attention. Alright. It's too nice. Just stick it in the net, yeah. So is it like hockey? I don't know. Like, explain lacrosse to me. And keep in mind, I do watch sport. I've got a closet full of like rugby and football jerseys as well. So I'm not oblivious to what sport is. I don't understand it all, but I figure you can try it for a season. Aha, okay. Yeah, I don't know how lacrosse works. It feels like it's just like hockey, but you carry the ball around instead. That's my best interpretation of it. Americans are silly. Always just come up with sports only you guys can play. That's why you invented basketball, and that's why you invented American football. But I do think American football, you did that out of spite against the English. Like, we're not going to play soccer. We're going to play American football. We're going to make up the sport out of spite. We're not going to kick it. We're going to carry it. We're not going to run around without protection. We're going to wear all these pads. Like soccer and hockey had a baby that no one wanted. Yeah, that's my interpretation too. Hey, love, how are you doing? Alright, well, I'm gonna go get my meds and have a coffee, and hopefully it starts to put me in a better mood. So I'll be back. Actually, no, I do. Oh, I'll switch my damn machine over. We'll switch over to like multicam for that one. There we go. I'm okay, I'm a grumpy Dave today. Grumpy and lack of sleep Dave. And chest hurts Dave. I've had a rough night. I've had a rough couple of days. So. Instead, you're gonna watch me switch my cord over. It's gonna beep, so I'm sorry. I know. I don't know, is the beep loud enough to actually trigger the mic? I should watch that. Do a bit of a test there. Oh yeah, it is. There you go. You can hear it. Let's see what... I hadn't actually looked at my stats today. Should do that. So my pump speed is 5,600 RPM. My flow is 4.3 LPM. My PI is 7.9, which is actually pretty good. A normal person is around about 10. So you'd think I'd be in a better mood. Powers. Lack of sleep puts me in a bad mood. Yeah, I'm just always in a bad mood. Ever since I got sick, I've just gone downhill even more. I was always a grumpy bastard. But I think being sick, I've tapped into the old grumpy mode of my life. And I hate it. I get why if people are in pain all the time, just become like really angry all the time. I get it now. I had someone tell me the other day you should just have a better attitude about it. And I nearly killed them. I would go to prison for that. Like, don't tell somebody in my condition just to have a better fucking attitude. Oh, you need a new heart. Oh, I'm really upset about it. You should have a better attitude about it. Fuck you, dude. Anyway. Oh, I'll be honest, if I was in your shoes, I'd be grumpy too. Thank you. Thanks for the validation. I needed that. Anyway, I'm gonna go get a coffee. Be back in 2 seconds. Alright, there we go. We're back. For reals, Buckman, people are crazy. I'm sorry. It's alright. People are dumb. It is, it's what they say. They say, it is what it is kind of deal, but it just sucked at the time. Or I just wasn't in a good space to hear it. But how about we do something that cheers me up? So, there is a show out there. It's not working. There. Oh no, I accidentally closed it. There we go. There's a show at the moment called Peacemaker, and I really like it. And so, what people have discovered is that you can put the Peacemaker intro over anything, and it's literally a lot more funnier. So here's an example, and we'll play it. Now this may be not appropriate for everyone, so if you got young kids, divert your eyes now. Let's just make sure that this works. Nope, that's my spreadsheet. You don't want to see my spreadsheet. Don't look at my spreadsheet. Don't look at my spreadsheet. That's my financial spreadsheet. You weren't supposed to see that. Hold up. Switch that around. There we go. Alright, that should do it now. And there you go. So we'll mute this. And I find these extremely funny at the moment, so. And might get me banned off Twitch. I'm sure it won't. But here we go. Hold up. Hopefully this was alright.
Trust me, I think I've been through closer calls.
Yeah, me too. Dad, you should tell him about the, the news van thing.
Well, Brian was almost hit by that news van that day in the field, and your friend Rory, he pulled him back at the last second.
Put the intro over here. It's a great song as well. That one wasn't actually as good as I remember it. Some of them are a bit weak, to be honest. There you go.
I'm not putting anything in.
This one I haven't seen yet.
I'm not putting anything in.
Wow. This is some good coffee. Is that gingerbread?
It's so dumb. I do like the Peacemaker intro. We'll do this. Peacemaker intro. I have to admit, it's really catchy. It's supposed to be really corny and silly. And this is a superhero show. John Cena has become a really good actor, I have to admit. No, yeah. And I love the eagle. The eagles are great. It's such a great intro. I would say that the best intro is the first one, the first season one. It's so random. Great. It's a great intro. It's a great intro. All right. Enough of that. Enough of that. I'm gonna get copyright strike. Probably. I'm surprised the channel's still up, to be honest. Robot hasn't caught me. The VOD will probably be blocked, but nah. I want to do more of that kind of stuff, just like watch stuff, but I probably shouldn't get in trouble. I have to admit, John Cena's definitely become a better actor. What's with like wrestlers becoming decent actors though? You got him, you got Batista, you got The Rock. I'm sure there's more. I remember Stacy Kibler back in the day. Kibler? Keebler? And you had Triple H. I don't know, he was a good actor, he was an actor. I think it was in Blade. Alright, what should we do for the rest of the day? We should start, like, finishing off areas, shouldn't we? Because we do need to get, like, a final version of the valley. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this area here. I think I'm pretty satisfied with it. And then a little bit of tuning here and there, but nothing too radical. Toontown's kind of lacking. I think it's just because there's not a lot of stuff. Toontown. Tired of these freaking mouths saying it's not Mal, but it's no Mal. Currently. You can have more than one of those. What a what? What a what? What a what's? Actually, so, you bought those spices from two different places. What? What are you talking about? Confused. What are you talking about, love? The stall. Do you mean this stall? Ah, do you mean the tea? You can have more than one of those. I see you bought spices for different. Ah, yes. So in the most recent patch, I see. Okay, love. I get you now. In the most recent patch, they're giving you the ability to place the stalls that you can't move in Dreamlight Valley to Eternity Isle and Storybook Vale. So in the case what you just saw, so I've got Mulan's tea stall, which is here, and I placed another one in Storybook Vale. Now, the problem with that is you can't remove them after you've placed them. So, for instance, in Dreamlight Valley, now that I've got one in Storybook Vale, I wanted to get rid of this. I can't. So that's the risk that you play. So if you place it, you can't get rid of it. It's dumb, but I've got a feeling they're going to fix that. They're going to add that in at a later time, but at the moment, if you place it. So, for instance, but what they've also done is, and you can now place Moana's boat and Beast Flower Shop as well. So I've got Beast Flower Shop here, and if we quickly dart over to, where did I put it? I think it's Wildwoods. Yeah. He will have his flower shop, and you can get flowers from the area that's placed in. And so you can put that in Eternity Isle or in Storybook Vale. Now, that may not be an issue, that that you're like, oh, I'm going to place it here anyway, because I want that kind of stuff. So I've got Beast Stall here, and you can actually get the flowers. And then you can collect it. You can have one in each. So you can have 3 of those Mulan stalls. So for instance, I've got the flower shop here, and for the sake of example, if we go over to Eternity Isle, I will place it because I want the flowers for this area. So I'm gonna place it for the sake of an example. I'm with the hope that they introduce the ability to remove it, but we'll put it around here. Actually, we'll put it around my oh no, we'll put it around the theme, another theme park here. So we'll go here. We'll go house. I think it's in. Oh, yeah, house. So we'll go stall, and we'll go. We'll go to Tuning Isles, greenhouse, there we go. And we'll place that. We'll place that. Yeah, there you go. And I'll put the Eternity Isle fishing boat in here as well so I can start to get these fish. But you can also place Tina's Eternity Isle meal stall. You can place another gem store. You can do Kristoff's stall. But you also can place Eternity Isle's Tina's Palace and Wally's Garden and all that stuff. I really placed Wally's Garden here, so I'm just going to place these because there's a reason for those. But yeah, it's all here, and it just works as normal. Yeah, and place the tea cart in the DLC since the tea doesn't change based on the sea. No, but it allows you to buy more than 3 a day. You can buy up to 9 if you place in every single one. So that speeds up, especially if you're like me and you're a bit of a hoarder. So you can still move them around. You can't just remove them. Yeah, correct. Yeah. So you can move them just like you can do in Dreamlight Valley. You can put them wherever you want. And I'll put them here in my theme park, so I can remove them later on. I'll probably get rid of them once you can have the ability to remove them. I'm assuming they'll introduce that feature. I think it's one of those things that they introduced, and like, all right, we're gonna gradually like add in function, more function here. But those are probably the only two you probably want to dump. It's this one and the fish one, just to gather those things on a regular basis. The other ones you don't really need to. But they should be, I think, attuned to the expansion pack if you place them. Like, I'm pretty sure actually we'll place this one as well. Just because it's gonna speed up me getting tea. Because I want to get a full chest of tea, and doing 3 a day is pretty hard, but doing 9 is essentially triple. The normal rate. So you're essentially cutting down 3 days. Or cutting down 2 days. There you go. But I'm expecting them to introduce something that allows you to remove them. So yeah, it's one of those weird ones that they just threw in there that like they didn't really highlight. Maybe they did highlight them, but they didn't really focus too much on it when the expansion pack came out. That's pretty cool. No worries. I mean, I play this enough. You might as well use me to some degree. But yeah, it's one of those things that I think everyone's clamoring for them to add more things to the previous expansion, and it's like the same with the. I don't know if you know this, but they added the islands for the expansion pack as well, so you can go. There you go. Floating islands, you now have the Ancient Island, the Glittering Island, and the Tangled Island. So if you've got a Glittering Island, I've got to run, time for the kiddo to get off the bus. Alright, good luck, mama. Try not to beat up the kid like Hippie did. Hope you get some rest. I've got work in like 30 minutes, so we'll see you afterwards. Then I got a podcast, so I got a busy day ahead of me. So yeah, you now can build a little desert island if you want. And you can do the other ones too. So this is cool. It's kind of like indicating that this is what they're going to be doing going forward for the expansion pack, is that the biomes that they introduce for the expansion, you're going to get islands with them as well. So I've got a suspicion they're going to add stuff for Storybook as well. Yeah, I got to get my kiddo from the bus in 2 hours. Everyone's got kids. I think it's one of the gut things is with my condition. It kind of rules that out for me a little bit. You know, I'm going to bring a kid in just to watch me die. That'd be horrible. But yeah, it's cool they're adding little things like that. Now we've got 3.2 teenagers. How does that work? You got 3.2 teenagers. Oh, no, you got 2 teenagers and a teenager. Alright, the 2 different sentences. Don't just say you got 3.2 teenagers. Ah. You're being dumb. Me being dumb. What a period. Yeah, it's okay. It's just early. Just early in my morning. My brain is barely functioning. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah. it's good that they're still introducing stuff to the game. I think there's just so many quality of life things they need to add into this goddamn game. And the gems stalls that you place is reflective to the area that you've placed them in. So like this is Aladdin's stall. If you notice, there's magma and there's pure ice and stuff like that. That's another one too. So I'm glad it's a feature that was definitely overdue, but the fact that you can't remove them kind of sucks. Because like, I want to stick to this whole theme idea, so this is all 2D Disney stuff. So I don't want all the other shit. And I got Tina's palace there. Yeah, removing should be a thing. I think it's just the fact that they haven't quite got the Dreamlight side working, and like if you remove them from one, you should be able to remove it from the other. So I think they're just trying to figure that out first. But it should be the fact of like, if you've got it placed somewhere, you can remove the others. Like there has to be at least one copy somewhere, and I think that's important from a quest point of view. Because I think the reason why they don't do it is because it buggers up all this quest stuff. The mail icon's driving me mad. Yeah, it's driving me a bit crazy too. It's very annoying. But there's so much like little quality of life and bugs and stuff like that. I think they're reaching a point where they really got to step up their game. Otherwise, they're going to lose a lot of people to other games, which they already have. They're losing a lot of content creators to other games, and even me. Like I'm playing Dinkum and Palia now more than this game. Which reminds me, it's Dinkum Day tomorrow. So if you've got Dinkum and you're watching the stream, you can come over and play. And I've built a big wall around my compound. Palia has animals. Yeah, we played that yesterday. A bit underwhelmed by it at the moment, with how the animals work, because it's like a separate section. You can't put it in your section, so you have to go and visit it. And you can't, it doesn't sound like you can show people as well. People can't come over and look at them. But hey, it's only the first kind of iteration of it, so let's see how it goes. You might be able to just like designate certain animals, and I've seen people on Reddit riding some of the animals that they've bred, so which is pretty cool. Really introduce riding. Yeah, you have to level up, you have to donate and rebuy, and it's expensive. Yeah, from what I've seen as well. Yeah, it seems like a bit of a time sink, but hey. It's an MMO at the end of the day. It's not supposed to be easy. Yeah, I mean, you only compete it once a day, yeah. But I'm not really in a rush for it, so I'm just gonna pet them when I log in. You're bankrupt, you only got to level 7. Yeah, I'm not going to sell and do all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to metagame it or whatever. Actually, what should we do? Let's beat the owls. Where is the owls? So we got the library lore, and then we got the purple owl. And that's in the bind. All right, let's find these 2 owls. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it, and most likely they'll change it as well. Look, they do that a lot with brand new features. It's like, all right, with the next patch they've tweaked it. I remember when they introduced the snippet catcher for Dreamlight Valley, and that you could place the snippet catcher in Dreamlight Valley and get all the white snippets. And I knew from this minute that that was a bug and that they were going to get rid of it. And so I got as many as I could. Then they eventually changed it, and you can't do it. So getting white snippets are a lot hard. So I would suspect they're probably going to tweak that particular feature quite a lot. Especially how it's a new one. I know just a lot of people are upset because they weren't really honest with how they were implementing the feature. And then so I think a lot of people had it in their head and expected something better or more kind of like intertwined with what they've already built. And to find out that it's not, it's very separate, I think really bummed a lot of people out. A lot of people like cleared areas to their plots and stuff like that, anticipation, which, you know, they never were told anything, so they probably shouldn't have done it, but still. I mean, it wouldn't have been hard to come up with some kind of pre-trailer or some kind of, like, understanding that it's a separate area. So I'm pet your pets once a day and level that way. Yeah, I might just log in, like, later and just do it. Yeah, being separate does suck, but I understand why you have that. Yeah, I understand it. I just don't like it. It's like, I understand why people have certain feelings about certain things. I don't agree with it, but I understand it. Yeah, it's not convenient, it's kind of in the way, but hey, at least it distracts us from the real life problems, right? I mean, that's the point of gaming. The one thing I am looking forward to my surgery, well, after my transplant, is being able to just play games all day and stream. Because that's my plan. Is like once I recover, to a point that I can do it. I'm not going to be 100%, but I'm hoping to stream for a full day, because the way I'm kind of seeing it is I'm going to use streaming as a way of seeing if I can handle a normal work day. So I'm going to be streaming 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and hopefully that kind of helps me kind of get back into the groove of working a full-time job and stuff. And I'll probably do that for about a month. Well, it depends on how much time I've saved up to have time off work. So at the moment I have about 6 months of savings, so I can have about 6 months off, and to be honest, the majority of that's going to probably be in recovery, so at least again a month or two in. They've been playing Coral Island. That's another one people have told me to get into. The thing is, like, I don't have a lot of cozy game experience, so me diving into another game makes me very nervous. I got into Dinkum. Dinkum is actually a really good game. It's an Australian game as well, so it feels like I'm helping out a family member. But Dinkum is a really, really fun game, and I'm really enjoying it. I do love the freedom of the creativity, and it's pretty smart the way they've done everything. Dinkum's fun, and I remember we played it last week, and Yasmin, one of the mods, came on for the first time. She'd never played Dinkum before. She had bought it, she'd just never played it. And I think there's a clip on the Twitch of me and Yasmin playing, and her trying to like figure out how to work a wheelbarrow. It's like a 5-minute clip, and she made it as well after it. I wanted to make it a short, but I just haven't got around to it. But Dinkum is fun, and it's coming to the the Switch. And I'm hoping there's cross-players there. And I think Dinkum has one of those games that is very unique, and it also could go in so many different directions if they keep going with it, which it sounds like they are going to continue developing it. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes, because you do have the ability of going underground and doing some mining and going to a different island and exploring more, so that they clearly have already set the foundations of being able to do a little bit more than just build a little town. I thought they were done with it. Well, they released 1.0, so I said, all right, we've got to the point where we feel like it's a game, it's a full-fledged game. But I'll see whether I can bring it up. Hold up. It's on their Discord, because I've been following it, because whenever I get into a game, I like to know whether they're continuously developing it or not. And Dinkum. There it goes. Alright, we'll see whether I can show this. Trying to get this right. Man, how is that? I don't have a button for it. Alright. We're over here. There we go. So it says here, so this is where they announced the Nintendo Switch, because it was on Nintendo Showcase or whatever they did just recently. And you see, they're like, oh, delighted to finally share the news many players have been waiting for. That it's going to come, and it looks like the pre-order period is into November, and I think it dumps in November. Oh, it gets released in November. What it says, we're deeply moved to finally be able to share the great news of the Nintendo Switch release. Meeting more players through this new platform carries great meaning for us. We continue to provide a Dinkum service you can enjoy for a long time through various updates, so we will continue to provide Dinkum service you can enjoy for a long time through various updates and steady improvements. We would ask for your continued interest and support. So based off that, and they have implied they are going to continue developing it, I think. I think with the 1.0 update, because they already released the night market even after they released the full release. Where is it? I find where they mentioned it. No, it's not there, but remember them remember reading something on it. Maybe it was on the Steam like news. Yeah, maybe it was on Steam, but basically they're saying they're gonna be releasing more. That's the long shot of it. So yeah, I'm hoping they do. I think I think the problem they're gonna hit is they could do a No Man's Sky, which they continuously like come up with updates and continuously improve it, and hopefully bring more and more people to the game. But I think No Man's Sky is on Xbox Game Pass, and I don't know if there is monetization within the game. I think that's the issue, is like if they're gonna continuously develop it, and it's only but the thing with Dinkum is that it is just one person doing it. So if it's only one person, I mean the team may have changed since then, and it may be more than one person. But if it's one person doing it, it means like if they're like a multi-millionaire now, they could develop the game for the rest of their life. They could just pay themselves a salary of $100,000 a year, do it for the next 10 years, and they'll suck. and they could develop the game for the rest of their life, and they could, and then that game would just continuously to get updates and stuff. It'll be slow, but it will continuously get updates. And I think more indie companies should do that. Is that when they move on to a different game, they should take the profits that they've earned from the game, hire someone to be like a legacy developer, to continuously develop and look after the game with that money that they've earned from the game. Because not only would you be building the product more and bringing more people to the game, you're keeping it fresh, you're keeping it updated. Yeah, so it always will keep getting money. You're legacy developers. And that's what we said. If I ever, hypothetically, I ever owned a video game company, that's how I do it. Is take the profits, put it into a legacy developer, and budget it for them to operate that way for the next 20 years. I guess the problem with inflation is that you have to add that into the calculation, which makes it a little bit tough. But you could also build the inflation into the money the game makes from this point onwards. Use that money to cover the inflation, anary stuff. Because people forget that, like, if you pay a developer, say $100, well, this is hypothetical. If you pay a developer $100 right now to develop a game for the next 20 years, in 5 years' time, that $100 is not going to get as far as it did 5 years before that. So you have to add an inflation there to keep that developer around, or to be competitive and stuff. There's that. Oh. There's the where did the Pegasus go? The Pegasi. There you go. Okay. Oh, there it's over there. Yeah, the good old inflation. So I mean, like when you plan it out. Let's say you got this legacy game, right? And you want it to you want to move on to a different project, but you want this game to continue as developing. So you're going to put it. You're not sunsetting it. You're just going to like slow down its development and just put one person on it. So you hire someone, put $1 million aside, and go, all right, for the next 10 years, I'm going to pay you $80,000. Which is still a good amount of money. I don't know how much you would pay devs nowadays. $80,000 to develop the game for 10 years, lock that away in a bank account, and then put all the other money into this new game. And then any money that comes in from that game still, divide it up, put some of it into that legacy game, and the other into the actual studio development. And see how it goes. And then maybe that account kind of boils to a point where, like, all right, now I'm going to develop an expansion pack or something more, or I can hire another one. Just let it be self-sufficient for as long as possible. And I think that's what MMOs should do as well. Like games that are online only as well, they should be putting money aside to expect to try and run this game for a certain amount. Game, what's up? Yeah, I got the machine. The machine is running, I think. What level are they? This is my machine. I built the machine. That's 4. Alright, cool. I built the machine so you could level a pet from 1 to 4. No, sorry, 1 to 5 in one go. But it has to fully regenerate. It hadn't fully regenerated there. So it takes an hour to fully regenerate. What traps? So these are the lures. So you want to upgrade them to the fullest one. And these are all you need. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually, we'll count this way. It's easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 times 2, so that's 48. You need 48 of them. So the idea that I had is I built this machine, and once I leveled all the critters up to the max level of 5, I'm going to put away the machine and put it back up just before the next update. So I can level a critter just like that, and plus a companion at the same time. And the idea is to not waste so much time. I call it my machine, my leveling machine. And they work. They should work regardless, because they changed it. Because you used to have to get a different lure for every biome. They changed it so you can just use the same one. Yep, just do it that way. Just build these, and it's self-sufficient, because what you do is build as many as you can, set them up, and then once they regenerate, it takes about an hour. One of these machines takes an hour for all of them to regenerate. Once they regenerate, get a buddy, that's a snippet buddy, do the wavy thingy, pick up all the snippets, and then exchange them for storybook magic. So whatever you collect, exchange it with storybook magic, and then buy some more. And then you just keep going, and you eventually will get the whole row without it costing you much. You'll be basically looking after itself. And then eventually you get so many that you get like me, and you start storing it. So like, this is how I ended up with like, look at that. Look at these black ones. A whole chest full of black ones, a whole chest of green ones, a whole chest of pink ones, I think. Oh no, red ones. And these are blue ones. This has come directly from the snippet machine. Because it reaches a point where you just don't need any more storybook magic stuff. And if I wanted more storybook magic, I could just exchange them. You can't exchange the black ones for storybook magic, as I've discovered. That's the only bugger about the idea, but you can exchange all the others. So if you do that, one, you'll level them in no time, plus you'll have a machine that you can level in the future, or that you can use in the future. And yeah, you'll be sussed. Are they level 5 now? I can't remember. There should be a better way of checking this, but yeah, they're level 5, so we'll switch to that too. There we go. What are you saying to do? Yeah. So set it up, because it's going to help you, especially after the update. Because you'll be like, you've got this new critter, and so now they're kind of, because you get rewards for the critters. Now the critters that they're introducing, you're getting like a reward with them, like Lucky. To get his firehouse, you have to level him to 5. So I leveled him to 5, got the house, and placed it. So it's a good way, and plus it levels your companion really quickly as well. It's a nice kind of like shortcut. But my goal at the moment is to get all my critters leveled up to level 5, and then get rid of the machine and only bring it out when I need it. I love how you have your chest set up. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of the market. And the market's only going to get bigger with the next expansion, because with the ranch, I'm going to be moving all the 3D Disney characters over. So all the Frozen characters, pretty much this entire biome here, the Glader Trust, will be moved to the new area. So I have even more room. So now I can start spreading things out a little bit. I'll have all this room for food, If I can get rid of Tina's, I would, because now she's in Storybook Vale. I'll have all this room as well. Because the idea is I want to spread this out. This Hops family farm will be gone as well. Yeah, there's a lot you can do. It's just, I'm just hoping the game stays, you know, popular enough for them to introduce all these things that I want. Because eventually it's going to hit a point where they'll be like, alright, it's not profitable anymore. We're going to have to move on. Can you say fish and chips in New Zealand? I'm generally curious. Love from Espinana. Is that Spain? I don't know Spanish. Clearly, because I'm from New Zealand. I think it will. I'm being positive. You know, I wouldn't follow the game as long as I have if I wasn't positive about it. Fish and chips. I like how you spelt it, fish and chip, but to me, it's not fish and chips. That's how you chops. Fish and chops. That's how you spelt it. But I just say it, fish and chips. Spain. Yeah. There you go. You happy? Do you feel like a dance monkey dance kind of deal? But I mean, that's Twitch for you, right? Alright, I'm gonna get rid of the flowers. It'll be interesting what the next expansion brings. Well, thank you. Pepper? Oh, Ocean Wave. Oh, I'm just about to leave as well. I've got work, like, literally right now. You raided the wrong person. I've got to go to work. I'm sorry. I'm excited for the new area. I'm excited for the new area, but the problem is that it feels like they introduced... Like, traveling in Dreamlight Valley was never an issue. We never... Like, I don't think anyone went, you know what we need? A mount to get from place to place. That was never the issue. What I worry about with this new ranch area is that they're introducing a horse or some things you can ride, because the area is so large you have to ride from one location to another. Now that's not necessarily mean you can. We've got a bigger area to build in. It could be just the fact of like the biomes that we use have a path or something like a road that requires a horse to get to. But like getting around was never an issue, which makes me a bit nervous of, is this just a gimmick for the expansion and that's all it's going to be? Because one of the negatives about Storybook Vale, which Attorney Isle had the advantage of. Attorney Isle is still relevant because of the vacuums and the mist. Mist is still very important, and what you get from Attorney Isle is still used in game. It felt more of it expanded what you were already doing. With Storybook Vale, it's hard to say what was added to the game that's going to carry forward. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ocean. I do appreciate that. Yeah, so like what was introduced into Storybook Vale, which will be carrying forward to other expansion or gameplay. I'm not sure. There's nothing. I mean, with Attorney Isle, at least we had, as much as Attorney Isle had its issues, the mist and the machine aspect of it was a big advantage, and it really felt like the game grew and changed and developed for the good. Storybook Vale doesn't really introduce anything. I mean, snippets, yeah, but at the end of the day, you can make a machine to stop them. So I struggle with the legacy of it, and I've got a feeling that they haven't learnt that lesson with the new expansion. This looks much more organized than your valley. Oh, you have no idea. You should see this. This is my market. And this is my market. So this is my food market right there. It's got a stack of every good on the table that people can come by and pick up. It's like a treasure island. I got all my gems there. I got all my fish things down here. I've got all my general goods up here. And I've got all my flowers there. Flowers are a little bit harder because you only can put one down. Yeah, that's my crazy. This is what happens when you play from day one. What am I doing? I'm confused. Okay. Worth the money though. Storybook Magic has no idea beside the. I think what they should do is introduce the ability to exchange Storybook Magic, Mist. I don't know if Dreamlight, maybe not Dreamlight, but maybe Storybook Magic and Mist. They're a little bit more interchangeable. That you can convert them. That would be a little bit more useful because it is easier to get Storybook Magic than Mist, but it's very easy to run out of Mist. And these are all my time bending stuff. So yeah, if you pick it up, back at 99. If anyone is able to come around, you're more than welcome to pick up anything from it. But unfortunately, that's not an option for turning out yet. I did play from early access, but I was not starting. I play pretty much every week this game, and I've been doing that for the last 2 years, and it probably is the reason why I now need a heart transplant. Dreamlight Valley broke my heart. Literally. You think I'm joking. It's not a joke. I love to travel to DC. I think that's the only way to save Storybook Vale and Eternity Isle is to introduce the ability to travel to it. Or raid. I'm literally leaving. I started work 5 minutes ago. I really need to leave. But oh, another thing, love. I don't know if you know this. You can now take pictures while you're sitting down. A lot of people don't know that. This is my inside out section. It's got a little hub for every section. So I think where is it? I think that's sadness over there, and you can't really see them. It's the way I've kind of got it positioned. Go Imagination Island, Imagination Land. Let's try and hide Stitch slightly. There you go. I don't like that trail. How do I get rid of... what have I done here? I'm going to try and do something. I'm going to take this picture so I can enter into Dream Stats, because today is the last day you can do it. I hope you have a good day at work and hopefully get some rest. I hope so too. But tomorrow is Dinkum Day, so if anyone wants to come around and play Dinkum on stream, you're more than welcome to. Tomorrow is Dinkum Day, and I'm currently building my wall. And the only person I've had to come over is Yasmin, one of my mods in chat, and she can't use a wheelbarrow. And you can watch that clip that she made of that on Twitch. There we go. Oh, I don't have any elegant. Damn it. I need more elegant stuff. See if I get a different angle. Damn it, it's less elegant. Damn it. I guess Inside Out doesn't have a lot of elegant stuff. Alright. I'm gonna have to fix that. Anyway. Alright, I'm off to have a bath. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Nice to meet you too, Ocean. And yeah, until tomorrow, everyone. Thanks, Ocean, for the raid. Thanks, Yasmin. Thanks, Love. And thanks, Mama. Thanks, Hippie. And thanks anyone else that is watching, has watched, and will watch. I had a bit of a low day today, but you guys cheered me up, so I do appreciate that. I'll be back on, as I said, tomorrow, play Dinkum, and we'll do this all again. I gotta go to work. I'm already 8 minutes late.